Hey guys, back working on the Z. Next project to tackle will be fixing rust in the roof where the hinge sits. And as you can see, I've spun the car on the rotisserie just to get a little bit easier access to this area without having to crawl inside the car. Now, I've already hit all this with a wire wheel and taken all the paint off, and you can see the inner channel, I guess the rainwater drain channel, has plenty of rust, as you would imagine, that I'm going to need to fix. So it's the same for the other one as well. There's a few holes, mainly up here. So that skin's going to need to be replaced. I want to try not to attack it from the top where the roof is. I want to go from the back. There's also quite a bit of pitting in where the hinge sits. This is the worst. The other one's not too bad. I've hit it with a wire wheel, and I might attempt to remake that section. I'm not sure yet. Now, in order to gain access to this, I'm going to have to unstitch and unpick this inner panel. So I'm going to cut it about here, and the same down the bottom, around here. Drill out all these spot welds, and hopefully not damage it in the process, because I'll need to re-weld it in later. And I'll split that apart. And without that there, I've got good access to the area I need to replace. Alright, let's get to work. Alright, well that took a lot longer than I'd expected, but I finally managed to cut through the panel and drill out all the spot welds. And now this can be removed. It's pretty loose now, needs a little bit more persuading, but that's going to come off. And of course, in the very last spot weld I had to drill out, I broke through with my drill and I did a nice puncture mark into my roof. Brilliant, just awesome on the very last one I drilled out. So that's just great. But yeah, this is ready to come out now. So we'll rip this out and we'll start cutting out all the rust. Hey guys, well it's actually been a few days, and I did finally get that panel off, as you can see, sitting right there. And so this is what the second inner skin looks like. And I've already cut, as you can see, I've cut some of the rust out of this hinge over here. Now, I started making a replacement panel for this. I wasn't happy with it. The bends weren't that good. It was a little bit warped. I was really just beating it over vice, so I wasn't really happy with how it turned out. But I'll show you. It is here. So this was, I guess, the prototype, the first attempt. It really shouldn't even matter, because this is all going to get covered anyway, but I'm going to try and do it a little bit neater. And I've also since cut out a bit extra of the roof, a little bit straighter, so I'm never going to be able to bridge this gap with welds. So hopefully this second one will fit a bit nicer than this, but this gives you an idea of what the repair is going to look like. And I'm actually currently making the little box section that goes over here, like this one. So I'm currently welding that up now, and let's go have a look. The sky is falling. Okay, and here's the finished product. Took me about a week on and off to make this. I ended up bending the sheet metal at work with the sheet metal bender, so it's a lot neater. Made up the little box section where the hinge is going to sit. I've got it a light coat of Pour 15 on the top and some copper weld through primer on top of that, where the plug welds are going to go. But yeah, this is what I've made, and let's try welding it in.
I've tried for so long for you. I know what you're after. Your lies still unknown. The truth.
Alright guys, well it's been a few days and I finally got that panel welded in and all cleaned up. And I've also replicated it for the second hinge, and as you can see I've just finished welding that one in as well. So I'll have a bit of a closer look. So there's the box that the hinge will sit in, and as you can see on the top one I've replicated where all the spot welds from factory went. And so that's another job done, and then we just have to re-weld that outer panel back on. I'll hit that with some frame rail coater on the inside, and I'll obviously paint this, and then we can weld it in and we're finished.
Just this one. Why don't you see things through? You're down for the count, but I won't count you out. Oh, just trust in me, I'll help you see. You always take the easy way, yeah. Haven't you found where this road leads to yet? My love, why waste our youth like this? We can't make too much of ourselves. And now we're left with two, but we're stronger than we've ever been. Failure beats on your dreams, don't let it pull you down. You say it's too late now, your flames burn out. Can you say that you have tried?
Alright guys, well I've finally got that outer panel welded in, and that means the repairs in the roof are now complete. As you can see, there were quite a few plug welds to do. We'll have a look from the back. So that's another job done.
Causing a massive change in the energy mix in the system.
And here's the new rainwater channel as well. Alright, thanks guys.